Hello everyone and welcome to my CS24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 90 Day Fiancé cast member rushed to hospital following robbery incident at home. A 90 Day Fiancé star revealed they were in the hospital after their car was broken into and valuables were stolen. Ashley Martson battled lupus and was hospitalized with kidney failure, while Stephanie Motto revealed her struggle with aplastic anemia, a rare bone marrow condition. Both stars spoke openly about their diagnoses to raise awareness. Angela Deem underwent weight loss surgery, but drew concern about continuing unhealthy habits like smoking post-op. Loren Brovarnik faced gestational diabetes, postpartum depression, and body image issues after having 3 kids. She later underwent a mommy makeover and shared her journey with fans. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9 star Jasmine Pineda lives with heart conditions like arrhythmia and valve prolapse, and Ben Rathbun sadly passed away from cancer in 2025. Julia Trubkina shared an Instagram story via 90 Day Fiancé _Alexa, captioned, "Unfortunately, my nerves failed me today," while revealing that she cried for a long time. Julia added that she needed a break from everything after her car was broken into again. Julia mentioned that no important documents were stolen apart from some unopened gift cards. "Why are we not allowed to do anything?" Julia asked. Julia continued talking to her followers in more stories where she revealed that she needed to go to the hospital because she was under stress. She was scared to take all these tests, nerves, etc., when a person started filming her without her permission. Julia spoke about how she needed to be calmed down, but she burst into tears when she couldn't stand it. Julia's car was robbed in April 2023. Her passport, documents, money, and other valuables were stolen from the vehicle. Julia had posted stories of her crying on Instagram, while revealing that the perpetrators also used her credit cards and purchased gas with her funds. Julia had seemingly hinted at Brandon Gibbs not being a supportive husband at the time. Julia also recently lost her pet dog Simba to a stroke. Simba was like a son to Julia, who decided to go child-free in her marriage. Julia was upset and mourning the loss of her pet friend. Julia has been experiencing health challenges, both physical and mental, and has opened up about living with anxiety. She's experienced high levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout. Julia has also hinted at having a possible neurological issue, while mentioning that her nervous system was affected following Simba's death. The new robbery incident seems to have taken a toll on Julia's health all over again, leading to her seeking medical help. Julia did not share what her test results were. However, she does seem to have Brandon by her side this time. Julia will be seen on 90 Day Fiancé. Happily ever after? Season 9 next after receiving couples therapy on the last resort. Brandon still seemed not to be able to trust Julia fully after a cheating incident. He was also adamant about having a baby, while Julia wasn't interested. These issues could be tackled in the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, but it appears more trouble has been in store for Julia after she finished 90 Day Fiancé thrives on drama, culture clashes, and love stories that keep fans glued to their screens. But sometimes, the real-life stories of the cast members are more harrowing than anything shown on television. Recently, shocking news rippled through the fan community. One beloved 90 Day Fiancé cast member was rushed to the hospital following a terrifying robbery at their home. What unfolded that night could rival the most gripping reality TV storyline, but this time, it was all too real. A quiet night turns chaotic. According to sources close to the family, the cast member, whose identity was initially withheld for privacy, was home alone when the incident occurred. It was supposed to be an ordinary evening, filled with the mundane routines of life after the cameras stopped rolling. The star had settled into their living room when the tranquility was shattered by the sound of glass breaking. Within moments, masked intruders stormed into the house. Startled and afraid, the 90 Day Fiancé star attempted to flee toward the back door, but one of the robbers blocked the escape route. What followed was a brief but violent struggle. The robbers were allegedly after cash, jewelry, and any valuables they could grab quickly. In the chaos, the star suffered injuries, later revealed to include cuts from shattered glass and a blow to the head when pushed against a table. Emergency response. Neighbors reported hearing frantic screams, which prompted one Good Samaritan to dial 911. Police and paramedics arrived on the scene within minutes. By then, the robbers had fled, leaving behind a ransacked home and a terrified, injured cast member. Paramedics stabilized the star at the scene before rushing them to the nearest hospital. Their condition was described as serious but stable, and thankfully, their injuries were not life-threatening. Family members were notified and arrived shortly after, visibly shaken but relieved that the situation had not ended even worse. Social media buzz. As word of the incident spread, social media platforms lit up with concern. Fans flooded Instagram comment sections, Twitter threads, and Reddit boards with messages of support and speculation. "OMG, I hope they're okay. Nobody deserves that. Sending prayers," one fan tweeted. Another added, "I know they signed up for reality TV, but they didn't sign up for this. Hoping they recover quickly." The uncertainty surrounding the star's identity at first led to widespread guessing. Was it someone currently on the show, or a past fan favorite whose personal life had remained under the radar? By the following morning, reports confirmed the cast member's name. The news sent shockwaves through the fandom, as this person had built a reputation for being both resilient and deeply relatable during their time on 90 Day Fiancé. A long road of recovery. At the hospital, doctors treated the injuries and monitored for signs of a concussion. Friends close to the star reported that while shaken emotionally, they were already showing remarkable strength. "They're tough," said one insider. "This isn't going to keep them down for long. But right now they need time to heal physically and emotionally." Something like this shakes your sense of safety to the core. Indeed, robbery victims often deal with more than physical wounds. The trauma of a home invasion can linger long after bruises fade. Fans have already begun organizing support groups and fundraisers online, aiming to help the star rebuild a sense of security. A deeper problem. This isn't the first time a 90 Day Fiancé cast member has been targeted in real life. Fame brings recognition, and recognition often makes people vulnerable. Some fans believe the robbery may not have been random. Everyone knows these cast members from TV. Their homes, their cars, their lives, it's all out there on social media. One fan noted in a discussion thread. It makes them easy targets. The police have not yet released whether they believe the robbery was targeted or simply a crime of opportunity. Investigations are ongoing, with officers reviewing security footage from nearby homes and businesses. The cast rallies around their own. One of the most touching outcomes of this incident has been the way other 90 Day Fiancé cast members have stepped up to show support. Within hours of the news breaking, several stars took to Instagram Live, expressing their concern and love. "People forget that behind the drama, we're all human beings," one former castmate shared. "We argue, we cry, we fight on TV, but when something like this happens, we're family." Messages of encouragement poured in from both current and past participants. Some even offered to visit the hospital, while others urged fans to respect privacy during this difficult time. A fanbase united. What's striking is how the fandom, often divided by favorite couples and dramatic storylines, has united in concern. Many fans are setting aside debates about which relationships were real or fake, and instead, focusing on the person behind the reality TV image. On one Reddit thread, a fan wrote, "This is a reminder that we don't really know these people's day-to-day lives. We only see what TLC shows us. But tonight, this star went through something unimaginable. Let's be kind and supportive, not nosy." It's rare that the 90 Day Fiancé community agrees on much, but in this moment, empathy seems to have won. Looking ahead, as the investigation continues and the cast member recovers, many questions remain. Will they address the robbery publicly, or prefer to heal quietly out of the spotlight? How will this incident affect their sense of trust in fans, fame, and even their future in reality television? Insiders suggest that while they may eventually speak about the ordeal, it will likely take time. "Right now, they're just trying to process everything," said a close friend. But knowing them, they'll turn this pain into something powerful. They've always had a way of connecting with people by being real. Conclusion. The world of 90 Day Fiancé thrives on love stories, heartbreaks, and cultural challenges. But sometimes real life delivers a storyline no producer could ever script. A robbery at home, injuries that required hospitalization, and the terrifying sense of vulnerability that comes with it. This is the kind of ordeal that changes a person forever. Yet through the darkness there is light, supportive fans, caring castmates, and the strength of someone who has already proven their resilience on screen. The road ahead may be difficult, but if there's one thing 90 Day Fiancé has taught us, it's that people can endure hardships and come out stronger than before. For now, all that matters is healing, and the reminder that behind the cameras, These reality stars are real people facing real struggles.